Twitch.tv, and I'm back everyone, and and the GPU is already at 84%. I haven't even got into the game yet. So yeah, let's go and continue to see what my GPU goes at. There's obviously something called it. Yep, exactly. Oh, look at that RAM. Right, we got GPU is running at about nearly 90%. Let me just do this. No, be right there and test it. Right, okay. Here we go. We have got GPU 100. My GPU is getting up to 100% usage. It's going crazy on the GPU. The CPU is on 16. I'm just doing tests here. So let's go through the madness and just check through. Oh, the CPU goes. GPU goes down. Bish. There we go. .21% RAM. I'm just looking now. Okay, it looks like it is really struggling with my OBS. But if it was a memory leak, then it would do it even more. The only problem that I'm having is the GPU going at full whack. Almost. But I don't know whether that's natural for nearly every game. I'll have to test it on the game, but let's test. Let's just do a quick test. I'm come off the game. I'm gonna process this. Techtonica very high, 1%. 39 memory. Oh man. OBS and that. Okay, now I can see the issue. My, okay, right. My GPU is actually overworking itself because 20% of it is going to OBS and 90% of it is going through Techtonica. So it's actually overworking itself. So yes, there is a serious issue with Techtonica's graphical side of it. It's either that or there's something wrong with Techtonica. There's something in Techtonica that is causing God's sake. So no wonder I'm getting high usages and like and Techtonica is using my CPU like 12% of CPU, so could be some sort of memory leak here. Let's play for it a little bit, see what happens. Okay? So I reckon but then yet again 1%, 89%, that still doesn't make sense because it's now saying 94%. But it shouldn't be. These stats don't add up because if that was at 22%, at 20%, the other one should be at 8%, which gives out all the GPU. I don't know. I need to work out how these stats work. That's all. Let's see what happens when I go to Victor, because that one has a video encoder overload. Okay. It's going through okay, it's working. It's going fine. 82%. Now we're going to go through here, through to Victor. You can literally see it. Oh. Holy. Now this is where the GPU, it is 20%. Huh. I still don't get it because I'm looking at this and saying an overload when it isn't overloaded. Oh, is it getting over 22%? Okay, I'll look back and turn back in here. So, wait. Aha. So it kind of works when I'm moving around. When I'm standing still, it stops. Obviously there is the issue. Oh wait, that memory just came up, went up. Wait. Is it going down or is it going up? The memory of Techtonica has gone up. I'm testing it to see what the issue is with Techtonica first, because I'll be it's going down a bit now. You can't see it because I'm looking at myself because I need to find out what's going on. Well, now it's at 22% and it's not saying that video overcode thing overloaded, so video overloaded. But is that only when it goes to 100% maybe? Let me have a look at a quick look at the stats. So this is OBS here, and Techtonica is 2. I'm mainly looking at OBS and Techtonica, that's the only thing. Now the GPU. Oh, I'm not on the game and the GPU is at 100%. Start moving, it goes down. So why is it when I switch back over to OBS? I'm trying to work this out. So the Techtonica is good. We have got OBS. Just says OBS browser page. I would probably from all the streamy things I've got. Also, why does it cause my stream to lag? But also have noticed that the RAM has creeped up in Techtonica. The RAM was 5,000 and something, and the RAM, oh, the memory is actually creeping up. Although it is going up and down, really. I don't know whether it's a memory leak or not, because like, I need to understand what the memory leak is. Don't get me wrong, I do want to play it all day, but I might not be able to. Because of this performance issue. Even when, okay, right. The other thing I could do, test it in menu. When it's paused, the frames is dropping. Frames drop on here. Okay. Right, let's go on to here. This also lags. But look, it worked fine. But then it drops frames on the actual game. I can't work out how this is. Basically, I think that is actually a problem with the game, but I don't know. I think the devs need to look into the game and figure out why this is happening. Because obviously there's something in the game that is causing issues, but everything's working as it should. On my side. Don't get me wrong, I want to play this game, but I don't think I can. I think I might just go on a different game. However, I will come back to this game. It's not gonna. I'm trying not to. Oh, for fucking sake. I need to get more mine. I need to get more production lines with mines on done, because otherwise, like, it's now slowed down again. Okay, I know Fast Food has got issues and it's going to, but I need to think of a game that doesn't have issues. Tell you what, I know what doesn't have issues, Timberborn. Let's go and load up Timberborn and check that out. Now remember, I'm only testing, so I'm just going to save what I got. And then I'm going to exit the game. Let me just put this in the... I just need to make sure there's a game that I can test the performance on. Oh my god, why can't I spell? What right? I know Timberborn is okay. I just need a game that doesn't have a lag to just test against Techtonica, so then I can see whether it's Techtonica that is causing the fault, which I'm pretty sure is. Something is on Techtonica that is causing the issue with streamers. And the other thing that there could be an issue with, and it could be causing the lag and issues, is too many polygons. Because I know if there's too many polygons in certain objects, it can cause a lag and it can cause problems. So I'm wondering if there is. Let me just load up Timberborn and I'll just load up the game, and I won't save it because I'm not going to play it. I just want to check. I'm just testing. Techtonica will be right back. Let me just check, because I want to just make sure that I know, because if it's about the same and it acts differently, then I know it's something on Techtonica. If it doesn't, and if it acts a little smooth or whatever, then I just want to know what could be issue, so then I can then find out whether, and I can put in the bug report probably. Let's continue this. Almost, I gotta switch over, put that on, this on, switch over that, and then press continue, and then go on to here. But this is now Timberborn. Oh, sugar. Give it a sec. Ah, but hold on. Now, the OBS has just gone up. Why isn't Timberborn loading? Thank you. Well, here we are. Video encode. We have got. Sit down. Aha! Right. That that is perfect. Yep. It's definitely something wrong with Techtonica's performance. And you know what? Okay, right. It's actually, and the RAM is a bit too high. So it could possibly be a memory leak, maybe. Okay, right. I might submit the readings. So, my reading is Timberborn is made by Unity and Techtonica is made by Unity, right? However, Timberborn is using about 49 to 50% of the GPU. The OBS is using about 20%. However, when Techtonica is open, it's using about 88% to 90% GPU. Along with the OBS, that is using almost like 100% of my GPU. So, which means one thing. It's overworking itself. Which means that it's definitely a performance issue with Techtonica, alright. But also, in here, I think I'm getting, like, oh god, I can't see that. I'm also getting 60 FPS in here, while than in Techtonica, I'm only getting 30 FPS. So there is something in Techtonica that needs to be fixed. Anyone who's joining these for Timborn, don't worry, I'm not playing it. I'm just testing the performance against Timborn, between Timborn and Techtonica. That's all I'm doing. And now I can totally say it's definitely Techtonica that's got an issue. And the RAM usage of Techtonica is like 6,000. Like, well, first it started off with 5,000 megabytes and then gone up to 6,000. Oh no, is it? Yeah, 6,000 megabytes. At one point it went up to 7,000. So yeah, there is a problem with Techtonica. Sorry guys, there is a problem with Techtonica. And then when now that I'm on Timberborn, I'm only getting about nearly 4,000 megabytes. 55% GPU usage. Overall, with the 20% of the OBS, I'm getting about 50 to 65% of GPU. So it's a lot better than Techtonica. So, which means there is a performance issue with Techtonica. And if we go on to the settings, actually I could show the FPS count on this one. Unlock camera, run in the background, never run in the background. Now, my resolution scale is about 100%. My graphics quality is ultra, and my screen resolution is exactly the same set as Techtonica. The one thing they haven't got is the FPS setting, but that's fine. I got anti-aliasing. Yeah. So yeah, I'm afraid they have to have a look at Techtonica. Something isn't something that is happening with Techtonica that needs looking at. Now I did say I was gonna play Techtonica all day, right? But however, I'm not gonna do that now. I can't continue playing on, and I already got my signs, but I want to do more signage, but then I just don't want it crashing, and it's all ready for the new year. I'll play it. I'll play back on Techtonica straight after I have my bath. I'm sorry, guys. It is the way it is, and now that I know it's Techtonica, and also, not only Timborn is working as intended, it's an experimental mode, which is even better than in Techtonica. And normally in experimental mode, you might have some issues if you're playing experimental mode or whatever. But I'm not. That's the thing. So it's like, almost like it is Techtonica itself. So, it's not a memory leak. So the problem with it is within Techtonica itself. They need what what the Techtonica does need to do is really focus on what is causing the high amount of graphics. They need to focus on what is causing highest, what is causing the GPU to run very high. Well, I'm going to exit this because I just want to go on it just so I can compare. I'm just going to just chatting now and we'll just have a look. I want to let everyone know. Obviously, I still haven't got a full conclusion what is causing the problem to Techtonica, because obviously it's Tectonic, something in the game itself that is causing it. But it's also causing the audio mixer to play up as well. It's causing my OBS to lag a bit, and that's because it's due to the video encoder being overloaded by the Techtonica's GPU usage. That's why it is. And I totally get why the encoders get overused now, because if another game is using more GPU than the other one, it's thing. Right, let me have a little chat now. And I'll come to my conclusion. Right, here we are. The problem with Techtonica is, as I can see it, but I can't give you a full explanation of it, is the problem. Obviously, I know where the fault is kind of lying in. It's got to be lying in with like some sort of like I think the performance is lying in where some part of the base film update is just not working right. But I don't see how it's. I don't know how it's happening, but I don't know if it's maybe part. Maybe I don't know if it's a specific object or a specific object they added early on in the game, but maybe another object that caused the one of the new objects that added in the game or content that added in the game to lag, or like cause performance issues, high GPU usage, because that is one of the things. But also, I don't know if maybe it's a setting or whether it's maybe upset a setting somewhere or whether it could have, I don't know, she said, or whether it might have like um caused something else to be a problem. Like, I know the waterfall is a problem in Victor. That always speeds my fans up. So that's why I stay away from that. I know that's a bug in itself, and I think I've already bug reported that, and that it's still haven't fixed. But I know Techtonica has a list of things that they need to do. So, of the one thing that should always be on top of your list is performance. Performance should always be on the top of the list, especially if multiple people are having performance issues at the same time. Especially if you just released a new update and several people are having performance issues. The performance optimization should be at the top of your list. Always. And if you're adding new content and that, the performance should always be on top of the list of that to like in terms of like testing and that. So when you go through testing on how the object, new stuff that you added into the game works, you're also testing performance, making sure everything okay. You could also have some people that stream could stream the game for you, test that. How is it going? Is it causing any issues on your OBS? Is it causing any issues on your game? Is it overloading something? Yeah, I've found out how it works now. So if your GPU is at nearly 90 to 80% on the game load and you're running OBS always runs about 20%, but sometimes OBS can run more than that if you're not playing a game. So right now, I'm not playing a game, it's using about 37% of the GPU. Which I don't know how that can go down when you're playing a game, but it works how it works. But also, when I click Techtonica, all my audio mixers, the frames a second, the and also the stream itself, it doesn't have like one of those like unstable settlement. It goes back stable every time when I quit it. Also, that one thing. So if the devs can actually fix Techtonica and make the performance a lot smoother, make it use less GPU, find out what is using all the GPU and tone that down and make it more smoother and make sure that you're getting the full 60 frames per second, that'd be fine. I'll be happy. I can play the game. I think I got to the point where my GPU got so overloaded and I've been streaming for about 6.5 hours, virtually leaving the stream on all day, and then it just blue screen my PC and closed that. I think that happened to me once. And I think like that's what obviously caused it. And by looking at the results and looking through Task Manager, and that what caused it. So I don't think any Techtonica devs is looking at this now. But if they are watching this, please fix your game, fix your performance. It's obviously something in the new update is overloading the GPU and causing streamers problems because obviously OBS uses 20% when you're playing the game, and if your game being is using more GPU, like with my GPU, the OBS wasn't using 20% like it normally did, and then the game was using about 80 to 90%, and that was overloading the GPU on the OBS side, and it said the video encoder was overloaded, and that's why I was getting the message. So that's why I switched over to another game, found out, oh my god, this is why I knew Timberborn was working correctly. So when I switched over to Timberborn, even though it was in experimental version, an experimental mode, it was working smoothly. The GPU of that game was like 50%, working at 50%, and that is perfect for a game. It was running smoothly. It was working at 50%. I think actually, compare compare the experimental version to the normal version. I did have a problem with the normal version where it was the performance was, well, I thought it was. It might not have been. It might have been just normal. And yes, it is normal. I just tested it. So no issues with Timborn. It's made in Unity. Techtonica is made in Unity. So something that is in your new update that is causing an overloaded GPU. When I see GPU, the game's using more GPU usage than anything else, that's when I start getting concerned. And that's where I think like, well, I can't play this game no more because the GPU is getting overloaded. And that's where it can cause issues. I will go back live with Techtonica after my bath because of the issues. That's why, just for the new year. Hopefully it'll survive then. Yeah. So little tip for Dev. On don't know whether are going to be watching this because obviously they're on holiday, but they could watch. They could still watch my stream and be like, okay, take notes, and then just talk about it when they come back off holiday. They could do that, but yeah, just a side note there, just to let you know. Just please look at your game and try and fix it. I would love to be able to play Techtonica. I know there's always going to be issues in the game, and maybe there come any bugs, but I would love to see the smoothness of the performance and other things. And I know those devs are actually working their butt off, and they're always adjusting the performance. Even when I first started Techtonica, the graphics from when I first started Techtonica up to now, Techtonica looks a lot more sharper, a lot more crispier, and looks more realistic. But all I'm getting at is just the performance just needs to be optimization. And with the 80 to 90% GPU usage on the game itself, overloading the 20% that OBS needs, OBS cannot function properly, which can cause problems further down the line. Frame drops, the stream cutouts, high CPU usage, or it makes it look like it's high CPU usage. I don't know how that works. And it's just annoying. One day, it got that bad, and in my new factory that I started a while ago, it got that bad where it dropped the stream off about 2 or 3 times. My stream went offline because of the bug in Techtonica. And that's just starting the new game. So obviously there's obviously something I think, but for some reason my first ever game I've done is not dropping off the stream, but it is a bit unstable, unsteady. So yeah, I just don't know how to do it. I might report about the high GPU usage though, and I will say compare this to Timberborn. I have compared this against the GPU usage on another game, and I've found that this is using way more than it should be using compared to this game, and it is overloading my OBS video encoder. And I'll actually say that as well. And it's causing issues in my OBS because it cannot perform. It's overloading itself. So please, please fix this issue. Otherwise, I have no option to not. I have an option. I can't play it no more, and I don't. I want to play this game. I love it to bits, and it's very hard to find. It's very hard. I'm gonna say it's very hard to see that the game that you love just go downhill by the performance being laggy or over usage of the GPU. Um, I thought it was a memory leak at first, but when I've done my testing, I find out it's the GPU usage. It could be still like a tiny bit of memory leak, but it's still high GPU usage. I don't know how I can play it. I know it's not every game can be smoother than think, and there are always going to be bugs in the game. That is to be expected. But when it's like a performance bug or like something to do with GPU, that needs to be solved ASAP. So then that way you can keep you can keep gamers playing Techtonica and have everyone that can play Techtonica instead of having crashes and dealing with low frames and some people might even have to lower their quality right down to the very lowest one and have a crap image. And do you want that? No. So yeah, I thought it was a memory leak, but it's not a memory leak. And I have got a good GPU, I got a good CPU, and I got a good amount of RAM. And I even put it in the bug report I think I got. So really, my PC should be able to run it smoothly. But the thing is that the bugs, problem with Techtonica's performance, I can't even speak. Sorry, it's just let me down like a bit. So I'm just feeling down on that. Why I don't want to play it at the moment. Um, especially as I created the new assign for something, and now it's just absolutely. Yeah, I have to take it down after this. In the new year, once it's passed, I'll take the whole thing down. I don't know. I'll probably will have to take the whole thing down. I'll probably leave one but one thing up there, so then I'll know where the end is. So I might leave the end piece there, but the rest of it will have to come down. Yeah. So yeah. So that is the issue with Techtonica. I will see you later with more Techtonica later on. I was gonna aim for about 260 hours, but that ain't gonna happen now. See you guys later with Techtonica. Yeah, I could play something else, but I'm not going to. Bye, Twitch. See you later. Hope I'm not feeling too tired, by the way. And remember, if you want to check, see what problem the game is, and you want to do your checks, if you are having performance issues, check. Go to Task Manager and have a look what is the worst. Check your CPU usage, check your memory usage, check your GPU usage, check your network and check CFL. If your GPU is running at 100% and your game is running way over than it should and you've got OBS open, report it. Because it shouldn't be running that way. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye!